they get a little better start because they had a really hard time handling the puck to start the game. Passes were off. They just weren't in the groove yet. They got better as the game went on, but New Prague turned out to be a pretty strong foe. They played.
Welcome to the Coon Rapids Ice Center for CTN's live coverage of boys high school hockey. Tonight, a section matchup between the SLPCR crew and the Irondale Knights. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro, Jerry Grant up above. And Jerry, we were here just 48 hours ago. A bit of a heartbreak. Yeah. SLPCR has to be able to come back and try and bounce back against the Knights.
Well, hopefully they get a little better start because they had a really hard time handling the puck to start the game. Passes were off. They just weren't in the groove yet. They got better as the game went on, but New Prague turned out to be a pretty strong foe. They played a good hockey game.
Well, and coming in, Irondale just a game under 500, but similar to the matchup against New Prague in common opponents, Howie. SLPCR 3-1. 0-4 on the other side.
Yeah, you know, Irondale started out, it was tough. They dealt, in the beginning of the season, dealt with a lot of injuries, a lot of sickness. They had no continuity. In fact, Coach Hayes told me that it was January 3rd was the first time that they've been able to have 3 practices in a row. So this is a team that obviously knows, you know, what they need to do. They're familiar with each other.
There's a lot of strength at the top of this section. The further up the ladder you can get when you're these teams, it's going to make a difference as far as who your first round opponent is. So that's what's on the line here tonight. For Irondale, they are below SLPCR in the standings as it is right now with a couple of 7-8 games left, but just one spot right behind them, Howie. And they come in with a team that is very well balanced, and they start on the back end with their junior captain.
Yeah, Ryan Remore, you mentioned junior captain. He's the rock of this squad. When I was talking to Coach Hayes, he said he's probably the smartest guy on our squad. He makes really good decisions. He's the quarterback of their power play, and he does a really nice job on the break. He's got 2 goals, but he also has 14 assists, so he's able to set the other players up for the opportunities.
Well, and we've talked about it all year long. The co-op for Spring Lake Park and Coon Rapids has added to their depth. Andrew Clark had a solid sophomore season for Coon Rapids last year, and he has developed well into his junior season right now, 3rd in scoring.
Well, and that's it. With Clark, he has to score. I mean, that's part of what he has to do for the team. They have a lot of scoring. When you look at the sheet, there are a lot of guys with over 10 points, and they get the shots, they get the attempts, but they have to find ways to bury the puck, and Clark hopefully will get one tonight to keep things rolling.
Well, and that was talking to Coach Gagnon before the contest. He said we missed 5 or more grade A chances to win that game in the 3rd period. We need to find a way to get it done here tonight. A lot on the line with a section rival in the building. The Knights and SLPCR drop the puck next on CTN.
Did you know major recreational equipment like RVs, campers, converted buses, and boats are allowed on residential property in Coon Rapids? But you are limited to 2 items that must be registered and operable. And any vehicle parked at a home for more than 12 hours must not exceed a certain size. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Back at the creek, just about ready to get this one started. The Irondale St. Anthony Knights and the Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids hockey squad.
Yeah, I'd like to see the SLPCR squad get off to a good start by maintaining the puck possession, getting the puck in deep, trying to get things going right away on their forecheck, and just trying to get a little pressure on Irondale.
Patience and confidence with the puck.
Yeah, and
from the start,
the Irondale squad, they just really want to keep that especially that first line in check from SLPCR tonight.
Alfred cross ice, Wackman enters right side, waits, spins, backhand pass, picked off in the middle by Grady Springborn. He's able to get it out to center, turned right around, and the goaltender played the puck.
Yeah, how do they call icing?
Yeah, he had in his mind that it was an ice, and then he just followed through on it. It should be at center ice.
It absolutely 100% should. Unless they say he played it beyond the red line, but I don't believe that's the case.
Yeah, evidently it crossed the line before he played it, then I guess it's automatic ice.
Face-off win for Lindquist. Played off the glass, but not out. Swept back in by Springborn. Alford will play it off the near boards. Wackman trying to get it indirect, but stopped up by Matthew Weber at center. Wackman digging along the boards, comes free for Springborn in. His shot blocked, got it right back, tried to center, that hit a skate. Played back into the corner by Fagerly. SLPCR able to gain control. Lindquist to center. Down the left wing. Trying to cut out front, right across the top of the crease, upended, and then his shot went off the side of the net. Stout jams it back. Wackman couldn't get it through the feet in front of him. Collected by Gavin Fagerly, played to center. Quick turnaround by SLPCR. Alford trying to center. That's broken up by Matthew Weber, played up the boards. And now skating to center is Calvin Irondale. Irondale, top of the circles, trying to feed out front for Logan Forrest. That was broken up as he was well defended. Tranby looking for Engberg behind the defense. Stretch pass, he hands off for Clark. Spins towards the boards. Loses balance, goes down, coughs up the puck. Same could be said for Calvin Irondale at center, and SLPCR able to get right back in the zone. Lichter pressuring. Engberg the takeaway. Lichter gets it back to him. Engberg the wraparound, pushes it through, but went right across the crease, just inches away from the goal line.
Yeah, that goal mouth was wide open. Unfortunately, there wasn't a white jersey there to poke it home.
SLPCR just lost it at the top of the zone, tried to regroup, but in offside. Just a couple of minutes in and a couple of opportunities already for the home team.
Yep, good work on the forecheck, going behind the net, back and forth, and Engberg tried to stuff it in there. And Lockwood got there just in time.
Tipped into the zone. And fired right back out by Irondale. Remore had it knocked away as he got to center. Flipped back out of the zone again by Moore, with numbers in the pass off the heel of the stick of Dussault. Centering pass intercepted by Wolter. He joins the rush. Clark down the wing, and one last move before the blue line throws him offside.
Rough stuff over there in the corner.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little physical there.
Yeah, you can't make that move before the blue line. Get the line first.
Yep.
Jax Marshall a little slow to get up.
Coach Gagnon has to be a little happier than the other night. Howie, his team's skating a little better. They're off to a pretty good start.
Yeah, they did not get off to a good start against New Prague. And
yeah, they have certainly started on their toes here the first couple of minutes, but a lot of hockey left to be played. Cardinals almost, or SLPCR, almost forced a face-off in the offensive zone after going outside.
Tried to pull a fast one there. Line up there and make the referees think that's where the face-off is.
Hey,
well, they
might work. You never know.
They convinced 4 guys in maroon jerseys as well. So
yeah, good try.
Well, if they're here, they must be right.
Cam Dussault was skating out to neutral ice going, wait, it was offside.
Oh, yeah. He was paying attention.
Face-off win for SLPCR. Barsness can't get past the defense. Dussault can't get out of the zone. Sukup recovers for SLPCR, able to poke it in deep. Giving chase is Weber. Weber bumped off it along the end boards, taken away momentarily by Barsness, but tried to play it back to the point. It's intercepted and then iced. And we're going to have our first penalty. And SLPCR is going to go on, or the early PK, Caden Sukup, going to the box for the trip.
So, Jerry, when I was talking to Coach Hayes, and I said, break down the keys, things you need to do tonight, said we have to do a much better job when we're on our special teams have to do a better job, especially in our power play. However, he said when they're just a little over 15%. He says when their special teams play well, they win. When they don't, they lose.
Yeah,
so that's how it's been all season for them.
Yeah, special teams are very important, especially at the end of the year. When you get to the sections, they can make or break you. Nice pass.
Backdoor pass. It was on the backhand for Harton, and he couldn't reel it in. SLPCR able to gain control and send it 200 feet. Remore cuts back behind his own net. Pressured by Engberg. He moves it along. Chipped in deep. First one there is Jensen. Didn't get a lot on it, but got it to Engberg at center. Engberg trying to use his speed to create something shorthanded. Harton hustles back, gains control. Played up the boards for Logan Forrest. Quickly across, it skips off the stick of Burkhart. Tranby recovers for SLPCR. Reverses. Engberg with room. He'll flip it to center. Nearly caught Alphen streaking. Tranby gets it back to Engberg. Sends it ahead. Alphen deflects it into the zone. Midway through this penalty kill for the home squad.
Yeah, good job not letting them set up by intercepting pucks at the blue line or in the neutral zone.
Remore will fire it around. Stopped up. Lewick will play it off the boards all the way down, all on his own. Yeah. Nothing better from a coach's perspective than a goaltender who clears his own zone.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep. Wise play. He had the room, had the time, did the job.
Well, if you're going to play the puck as a netminder, it's got to get out of the blue, past the blue line.
Yeah, and he did. All right, just got to get back in there.
Back to the point. Townsend plays it across. Having to reach for it was Springborn. Shovels it down low. Now it skips away from Townsend. Wackman chips it out to center. Lindquist couldn't reach as it was intercepted by Irondale and played in. Lewick will just leave it there for Tranby as the penalty has expired. No shots on goal for the Irondale St. Anthony power play. Tranby into the zone. Wrong stick as he sent it across. Put it right on the tape of Charlie Schroeder. And he just sends it back to the SLPCR end. Tied up at the blue line. Loose puck collected by Tranby. Ahead, Wackman into the zone. Spins on the backhand. That one's taken away by Marshall. Sends it in deep. Gives chase. Loose puck chopped at. Still free. Lichter battling with it. Poked into the corner by Cam Dussault. Tranby a good stick to deny the slot. Lindquist couldn't get that one. Bushy Cam, long pass across. Lichter in, has room, plays across, just out of the reach of Drew Lindquist.
I like the thought, but again, that pass just a little much too on it.
This one tipped passed by Dussault. He's all alone, 1v4 as his team changes up behind him. His shot blocked. Wackman waits. Backhand pass into the middle. Irondale takes it away. The other way, deflected up and out of play. That's what I say.
Hey, good pace in the game. Both teams are skating well. Good job in the penalty kill. Aggressive, getting the pucks first. That's what we'll do.
And smart play. Patience.
And don't let them set up. There's that try again. How you see just a little too much mustard on it. Close,
but no cigar.
Thank goodness. They're not good for you.
No, they are definitely not good for you. You know, Coach Gagnon said, you know, what we need to do is get back to hunting the puck. We've kind of gotten away from that a little bit as the season's progressed. I know we talked about that in the very first game that we did this season, is that they're kind of said, well, we're going to hunt the puck this year. And they feel that he needs to get back to that.
Well, it's a possession thing. The team that has the puck the most in the game usually wins. If you can control the puck for 60+%, 60, 65, you've got a good chance to win. That's a lot of possession.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you try to get that.
It's another ice. So close to feathering just enough to avoid the ice, but it's not a terrible play.
Take a little rest.
And it keeps the puck away from your net.
Yes.
Not a lot of offense.
Tie up on the draw, getting it free is Adams. He plays to center, gets tripped up, and that will draw the first Irondale St. Anthony penalty of the night and put SLPCR on the power play.
Well, I mean, one of the keys for Coach Gagnon is we witnessed it last game. We have to do better on the power play.
That's the hook.
Yeah. We have to do better, and we have to be more, we have to score on the power play. It's something we haven't done much this year.
No, they haven't. And
Lincoln Irondale,
they gave up a shorty last game.
Yeah, they did give up a short.
Lincoln Irondale, the guilty party, face off into the corner. Engberg sweeps it back to Wackman mid-boards. Alphen across, walking in. Lindquist, his shot blocked out front. Wackman recovers to the point. Alphen works his way across, leaves it back. Wackman across, out of the reach of Lindquist. He collects off the boards. Back across, Wackman. Lindquist walking in, his shot, glove saved, and played into the corner by Lockwood. Lindquist rather pressured, and then his dump attempt hit the official. Played around to the near side. Wackman hands it off to Alphen. Good pressure on the puck from Irondale.
Yeah, gonna move it fast, side to side.
Played down low. Remore had it taken away by Sukup. Sukup in, a chance, a second opportunity. Sends it out to the point. Lindquist across. Wackman up front and a goal! Jackson Engberg all alone at the top of the circle. Puts SLPCR on the board.
Well, they just kept putting the puck in the net, Howie, and then you crash.
And you always talk about, just the opportunities. The more opportunity you put in the house, the more opportunities you get a chance to score. And I love to see it, the fact they got a power play goal here. And that's something that they've been looking for.
And you know why they got it? They simplified things.
Yep.
They just tried to find a way to get the puck to the point, take shots, get it on the net, and get some bodies down there. You can see two guys there.
Keaton Sukup, I love it. Just driving the net. Forces the chaos, sends it back up top. Wackman, a good look out front. Engberg had a whole net to shoot at. And when I said top of the circle, I meant top of the crease. It's a semicircle.
Yeah, it is.
We knew what you meant.
Irondale come right back.
Centering pass, and Townsend just couldn't get a stick on it. Shot by Marshall, deflected wide. Lichter sends it back out to center. Engberg around, short angle shot off the mask of Lockwood. Centered in, goal! Andrew Clark at the top of the crease this time.
That was a beautiful pass to set Clark up too.
How about that? Clark answered the bell as we said he would.
Yeah, he did. It's the there's no CTN curse tonight.
Good for him. Nice job being in the right spot at the right time.
Well, I think the whole key for the SLPCR squad is that we have to find we got to do a better job of putting the puck in the net.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, 2 goals here in the first period.
There he was, wide open.
Just beautiful play.
Yeah. But Keaton Lichter, who had the unfortunate caught a rut and coughed up the puck that led to the shorthanded goal. Good to see him coming back and having a strong start, and a beautiful pass, as you mentioned, out front for Andrew Clark.
Yeah, you got 2. Just keep going. Irondale's having a little problem in their own end.
Well, like I said, we talked about it. When their special teams don't play well, they don't play well. And so now they gave up a power play goal and then giving up Engberg's goal.
Also at 8:49, we have a goal by CRSLP. Scoring that goal was done for Andrew Clark. Assistant by number 16, Jackson.
Getting a little rough down there. They're playing the body.
Number 22, Ted Wackman.
So Wackman, a pair of assists. Bushy down the wing, sends it just wide out of the reach of Lockwood. Tranby sends it down low. Barsness trying to collect it from the referee's feet. Instead, back the other way. Townsend gets it to Burkhart through center into the zone. Trying to center, nobody home. Lewick will keep it moving. Tranby sent it for Barsness, who was behind him. Lindquist comes back to support and collect. Tranby waits. His pass deflected. Reaching back to collect it, though, is Lindquist. Lindquist dances around. His pass hit a skate, nearly bounced home. There's a chance at a goal! Teddy Wackman, 3 points in the first period.
They look a lot different than they did on Tuesday night, guys. And I'm not sure if it's the opponent or what it is. Whatever it is, they certainly have played a good first period. And again, they're continuing to storm and press the net. And again, persistence pays off.
Well, Irondale defenseman lost the puck
Yep.
and didn't have any support in the right spot. You see, there's his partner there. He comes over to the puck, and there's nobody on the back door.
Nope.
Caden Alphen
Time
comes
out.
around and steals the puck, and Teddy Wackman stayed home, and he had a lot of net to shoot at.
he had a
3
lot.
goals in, a little more than a minute, I believe.
Yeah.
And and 2 of the 3 were into wide open cages because of good passing on the part of the home team.
Now, Coach Hayes decided, we're going to talk about this thing. We're down 3-0 here in the 3rd period, and that's a big hole. Obviously, there's plenty of hockey left in front of us, but however, that's a big hole, and you're being outplayed in this 1st period, outshot 9-2.
Yeah.
Well, it
there's
all
still 7
started
minutes
with
left.
that power play. They put 4 shots on goal on the power play, hammer one home, and things have snowballed.
Yeah. Well, the thing is now you just have to keep playing. Don't let them get the next goal. Kind of just go for it, get the 4th one, because you have them running around in their own end, and that's what's causing the problems. They're outworking them down low on the wall. They get some opportunities to move that puck side to side, and then they're losing their coverage in front. And nice to have guys wide open. That's the way to score goals.
Oh,
It's pretty
absolutely.
easy.
Yeah, if you can score easily like that, it makes a big difference.
And Lockwood coming back, hoping he gets a little more help coming up here.
Yeah, not much he can do. He's
Deflected in by Wackman. Remore first one there. Alphen stops it up. Remore able to poke it free. Wackman slows it. Alphen back to the point. Played across out of the reach of Adams. He'll send it down and around. Remore had the steal. Alphen got it back. Wackman out to the point. Walter across. Adams shoots. Deflection up front by Alphen. Hit Lockwood right in the cage.
Yeah, nice rotation of the puck. Good shot, good tip.
Lindquist to Adams. Back for Lindquist in the middle. Wackman was trying to get it into the middle for Walter. Long shot by Adams. Turned away by Lockwood. Retrieved by Wackman. A shot just wide. Comes right back out into the middle of the slot. And Lincoln Irondale says, you know what? We need some fresh legs.
Yeah.
Sends it the length of the ice. 6:13 to go. SLPCR, the solid 3-0 lead.
Yeah, well, what's working is working when you keep dumping it down low, Howie. That is what is paying off right now. Because
It's
Irondale's
pressure.
not covering them. The speed is working.
Yep.
They're quick on the puck, and they're just getting those guys on their heels.
Yeah, a lot of pressure, obviously.
Face-off win by Clark. Engberg tried to get it back to him. That was intercepted. Skating to center. Townsend had it tipped off his stick. Jensen bumps him off into the corner. Lichter recovers for SLPCR. Support is there from Stout. Back to Lichter, and Caden Lichter will skate through center. Into the zone. Engberg down the left wing. Out front. Lichter redirects just wide. A shot from the point by Stout turned away. Stout steps up again. That shot didn't get through. Harton there for the block. Now it hops over Clark's stick back out to center. He hustles back to recover. Waits. Sends it across. Engberg into the zone. Jackson Engberg trying to cut out front. He scores! His 2nd of the night on the backhand and through the 5-hole. 4-0 SLPCR.
SLPCR making it look easy right now, Jerry, and you have to feel for Lockwood in net. He's just being peppered.
Yeah, Engberg showed his speed there. It's just the speed right now is really causing Irondale problems. A little change of pace there, and once he got the corner, he leaned in, brought it to the backhand. It looked like he found the 5-hole.
He did.
Yeah, and you got a defenseman there just looking behind him. He didn't come over and help cut off. Right now,
But
Irondale's
Townsend thought 100% he was taking that behind the net. Kind of slowed up a little bit. He cuts right back across the top of the crease and slides it through the legs on Lockwood to make it a 4-0 lead. Tranby waiting, trying to play it off the boards. That was knocked down by Schroeder. Trying to walk back out front was Weber. It was taken away by Lewick. Another good stick from the keeper. Turned and set behind by Dusso. Bushy waits, skates, pass, hit skates. Sukup with a shot right into the midsection of Lockwood, and he'll lock it down for a face-off. 4:48 to go in the opening period.
Well, if you can score 4 goals on 14 shots, that's a great percentage. And obviously that doesn't happen very often.
No. Well, I say.
Well, and all Teddy Wackman's goal was from inside the hash marks, and it was the furthest away of the 4 goals.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's why you go to the crease. That's where the goals happen.
Yep.
Where it happened.
Good back check from Jackson Barsness, and the return pass in his skates. Adams. Pass deflected. Sukup collects off the boards. He will send it in. Gloved by Lockwood, and he'll hand it off there for Ryland Remore. Reverses. Weber digging it out of the corner. Pressure coming. Sends it ahead. Intercepted by Wolter. Centering pass taken away. Wolter able to recover. Good stick. Getting help from Lindquist. Barsness turns up ice. Trying to get around the corner on Harton. Slowed along the boards. Had the puck knocked free. Herzog comes and disrupts. Sent in deep. Austin Adams up for Lindquist. Deflected out to center. Sent right back in by Harton. Stout with speed out of the corner. Too much on it. Lindquist couldn't control. Irondale quickly regroups. Alphen trying to send it in. That hit feet. Wackman across. Adams gets the red line. Sends it in. Lockwood couldn't get there. Couple of misses. And this is Alphen back the other way. Cutting out front. Still holding off the netminder and back into the net. Everything is going the way of SLPCR.
Wow. That's just, I mean, you couldn't have scripted it better in terms of how you want to bounce back from that tough loss on Tuesday night.
Yeah, we're going to have a goalie.
Yeah, we're going to have a new goaltender.
Yeah, they have to do something right now to try to
Well, Caden Alphen holds on to this, and he just didn't have the angle to get it into the net. He was trying to play it back out front.
Yeah.
And it goes off the netminder and in.
Yeah, they all count. That's a good effort to just put the puck in the net any way you can. It's working. Keep doing it.
5-0. Still more than 3 minutes left in the first period. Grant Harton speeds to the other end, circles into the corner. Hits the trailer, the shot and a goal for Jax Marshall. And an answer from Irondale St. Anthony.
Yeah, it's his 3rd goal this season, but they needed that one. They really did. They needed to stop the bleeding.
It's amazing when you pull the goalie and put another guy in, sometimes right away the team responds, and they did.
And they did.
Nice pass back to the guy coming in with a little bit of speed.
Nice angle, and he's able to get it past Lewick.
Just not able to get that one, but a little screen, couple guys in the way.
Well, he's been lonely back there.
He really has. It's just the third shot on net.
I had that as the first shot that was in the house area.
Yeah. Their first shot in the house.
Been doing a real good job defensively.
Yeah, they really
keep that up.
They really have been doing a good job defensively.
Lichter takes a couple of hard hits. That's going to lead to another Irondale penalty.
Yeah.
SLPCR already on
they're still
1-for-1 on the power play, and Jensen needs to watch out for the retaliatory.
Yeah, you don't want to be hurting guys.
No.
I mean, that's just not called for.
Nope.
Go ahead and make a body check, but don't be running with 5 steps at somebody.
Well, and it's partly because you have 2 engaged.
Yeah, and you got that. That's dangerous too. Yeah, you don't want to see guys get hurt.
No, you definitely don't. And obviously that's the last thing that Irondale St. Anthony needed here is a penalty after coming back and getting a goal after allowing 5 straight.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to get back in the game and want to try to play a little physical. And just got a little out of hand there.
And I'm sure a lot of it's frustration. You're down 5-1.
Yeah, it is.
Well, and if there's not another player behind him, I don't know that it's called the charge, though. It's a good hard play. I think you're talking, Jerry, exactly right. They are trying to send a message, get physical, to try and get SLPCR off their game and get themselves back in it. Centering pass came all the way back out to center. Alphen behind Wackman, across for Lindquist. He had it poked off his stick, has to regroup. Sends it back into the SLPCR end, and Caden Alphen will stop up behind the net. Pressure continues from Christie. He sends it around behind. Wackman. Sorry, it was Gavin Fingerling providing the pressure.
Move the puck.
Lindquist trying to stay away from Fagerly, and he's got to be exhausted. A lot of good pressure shorthanded. Engberg now with speed the other way out front in the skates of Alphen. And he just couldn't collect it. I know he had in his mind thinking about going off the back of a different goaltender just 2 minutes later. Engberg trying to get it out front. It was deflected when it ended up in the corner. Sukup able to recover it. Played to the line, not out. Held there by Lindquist. Across, Wackman walking in. Alphen, he shoots. Blocker saved to the corner. Wackman recovers. Alphen resets up top. 30 seconds left on the advantage. Alphen to Wackman walking in. His pass deflected. Played with a high stick. And Lindquist just lets him touch the puck. Gets the whistle, the face-off. 21 seconds left.
Yeah, they settled down once they got their breakout woes out of their way there. They were able to get it back down the other end and move the puck around like they did in the first power play that made things happen for them.
Well, Gavin Fagerly, a lot of good pressure shorthanded.
Yeah.
To make it a little more difficult than they were expecting to get out of their zone. This one sent all the way down by Calvin Irondale. Trying to scoop it off the boards is Forrest. He's tied up there, but able to burn the last couple of seconds of that power play. As we're back to full strength. Barsness behind the net. Top of the circles, plays it across, out of the reach of Bushy. Barsness not able to keep it in. And it'll be offside.
Yep, offside. Yeah. It's all right to skid around the horn once in a while, but once you run out of real estate, you got a checker on you. You run out of space in a hurry. Recycle it back down low. But coaches have to be happy with the first period.
I would say so.
Yeah,
I would say so.
They've been
After
skating and they've been
pressuring. They've been looking.
Yeah.
Heads up hockey, good passing. And obviously, they've been finishing.
Yeah.
5 goals in the first period. And that was one of the things they talked about before the game is, you know, with this group, 2 goals, we're not going to win a lot of games with 2 goals.
No,
we're capable of scoring and we need to score. And they have certainly brought the scoring sticks tonight.
Yeah, well, little things like what we saw Herzog do right there. He came across, helped his defender, got to the puck, dumped it back in. They've been doing a lot more of that, a lot better defensively as a team structure tonight.
Yeah, and passing, as we talked about in the first 10 minutes on Tuesday night, a lot of the passes seemed a little soft, a little lazy, a little indiscriminate, if you will. Yeah. You know, needed to be more confident and stronger with the puck coming in, and they have definitely done that. And again, finishing. I don't know that they've had 5 goals in a period all season.
No.
I would have to double check to make sure, but Howie Shapiro is down on the sidelines with Connor Gagnon.
Appreciate it, Coach. That period couldn't have gotten any better than you scripted it. We talked about a lot of things. I thought your defense played really well. Yeah, I thought you controlled the action from pretty much for the start and a power play goal. So talk about your reaction to that first period and how your guys played.
I mean, we talked earlier, it was kind of the recipe that we spoke about, right? It was getting pucks up the ice quickly, getting pucks behind their D and forechecking, you know, really hard. And I thought we did a lot of the things that maybe we didn't do at the start of the New Prague game on Tuesday, and we had some success because we started to do those things. So it was a refreshing start to the game, that's for sure.
Yeah, 16 shots on goal that first period, and you know, you gave up that late one, you know, that first goal, but 5-1. It's got to feel pretty good. What's your message to the guys coming out in the second period?
No, I think we got to keep maintaining what we were doing, right? We did a lot of good things. These type of games, if you don't continue to maintain, and it's easy to get into bad habits. So make sure we're doing the things we were doing to start that period there. If we do that, we'll be just fine. But again, make sure we're not getting into good or bad habits, excuse me.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second. The hockey experts and I will be back to break this one down right after that.
back at the Crick in a big period for the home team, 5 goals. And they give up one late. Irondale showing some spirit, showing some spunk, coming back, trying to fight back. Picked up their physical game a little bit late as well, but what a great period for the home team.
Yeah, well, when you look at the shot chart, Howie, I have them for 12 quality shots in that period, and that was tough on the goaltender.
Yeah, five goals. I'm not sure over exactly what span, but it wasn't very long. And SLPCR, this was one that didn't go in. Engberg forcing it all the way across the open net mouth, but then on the power play, good passing. Engberg finishing from right at the top of the crease. Then it was Clark, 2 feet outside the crease. And the pressure just continues. Good steal by Alphin, and there's Wackman from the hash marks. He had 3 points in the first 3 goals. Engberg getting his second, just using speed and jamming at 5-hole. And then Alphin using the goaltender's pad to his own advantage. He went too deep. So let me just throw it back towards the front of the net. It went off the netminder and in, and Irondale able to get one late. Just 3 shots in the period for the Knights. And but as we talked about, a big section matchup, and they don't want to be run out of the house, certainly by a section opponent, and they're in danger of that. But they did show some fight in the late part of the period.
Yeah, again, you see that, obviously outshooting them 16-3, and more importantly, outscoring them 5-1, and 5 shots on the power play. And I think, Jerry, that I think they're going to want to come out here with that same kind of fire and increase this lead to 5-1. They don't want to sit back and, granted, it's only been 1 period of play, and it's something that I think they're going to come out and they're going to try and force the pressure again and continue to score.
You do what you did in the first period and you keep it up for the whole game, and you'll be fine.
Well, and just being on their toes made such a huge difference. Yeah. We talked about their slow start, really just didn't get their legs moving early in that game on Tuesday night. And, if you have the kind of spark you had to start this game, I think that game on Tuesday night goes way different.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, it's a game of speed. You have to be moving. You can't coast and watch.
Yep.
Well, and it seemed like once, we talk about, success is contagious in all sports, and bad things can snowball.
Yeah, they do.
And when you're on the positive side of that, you want to keep it going. And we talked about, Irondale St. Anthony called the timeout, put a new goaltender in.
Yeah, because things were snowballing. And that helped them.
Yeah, well, less than 20 seconds later, they got their 1 goal of the period. But, yeah, if they have any hope in this contest, they must own this second period.
Yeah.
For SLPCR, they've got to just keep the foot down to what you were doing that got you where you are.
Yeah, and I think they have to come out, Irondale and St. Anthony have to come out quickly. And I think if they want to get back to this, they have to score quickly. They need some momentum because they have no momentum. Even though they scored that 1 goal, their momentum is clearly on the SLPCR side.
Yeah, I like what Walter did there. He's had a nice open lane in the net, shoot it, hope for a rebound.
Yep.
Keep putting pressure on the goaltender.
Yeah, Grady Cartoni has not seen nearly the kind of pressure that his counterpart Henry Lockwood saw the first 13 and a half minutes of that period, especially the last 5 minutes that he was in when SLPCR scored 5 goals in just over a 5-minute span.
Yeah, SLPCR were just buzzing in that first period around the net.
Yeah, you have to keep that up.
Yes, they do.
Get ready for section play. You got to get used to playing a full game at that speed if you can.
This one gets out to center. Springborn down the wing, played it out front, and it crossed up Fagerly. It was in his skates, and as he tried to adjust, lost an edge, went sliding into the boards. Back the other way comes the other number 22. Wackman had it knocked off his stick as he tried to get around Rymore. Stout at center, fires it back in deep. Weber Reverses Elfin, point blank for Lindquist, and a huge save for Cartoni, but
Yeah.
knocked the net off for Irondale. St. Anthony would have been going back the other way. What a huge save.
That's how he got that good push. He put a lot of pressure on that post. It looked like it pushed itself over and knocked the net off. But that was a heck of a save. Watch him
look at the stop.
Watch the push off. The ref got in the way, but there's the net off from his push.
Nonetheless.
Didn't see Lindquist's reaction, hands on his head.
Yeah, good save. They
Right,
needed that.
right where you want to be, got all he could get on it, and just a huge save for Cartoni. Clark, a quick shot from the top of the circles, gloved, and they're starting to put a little bit of pressure on early.
That's what they want.
3 shots already on net for SLPCR.
What they want. They want to just keep it up.
Steal for Engberg, tries the wraparound, sends it all the way across. Tranby a shot, blocker save, up and off of the girders, and the net came off again.
We had problems Tuesday night with that net on that side of the ring, coming off several times.
Yeah, those little pegs. Like I say, we just got to get that magnet invented.
Yep. Well, you and I need to work on that. 3 of us can work on it. We can come up with a good name for it.
Face-off win for the Knights. To the line, not out. Held by Tranby. Clark across, Dylan Bushy. A shot, misses just wide. Clark lets it go. Tranby at the point. Walking to the middle, a shot. Right into the midsection of Cartoni. He was able to see it all the way.
Yeah, that's good. Let's get some bodies in front of the net here to help that out. I like how they're moving the puck, getting point shots. Get a screener out there if you can.
Well, Coach Hayes can't be happy with the amount of puck time down in their end that SLPCR has had here to start this second period.
It's so much more fun to play in the offensive end.
Yeah, isn't it?
Well, they're winning races.
A face-off win, but a fan on the clear attempt by Schroeder. Now it's kicked out to center. The goal scorer, Jax Marshall. Chipping it off the boards and in deep. Tranby left it there. Engberg with speed, numbers through center. Engberg walks the defender. Out front, Clark is second of the Knights!
What a beautiful setup. Boy, I'll tell you, Engberg uses that speed. Yeah, and then the defenders kind of they came to him, leaving Clark right there, and Andrew just made him pay.
Yeah, well, the speed in the rush made it happen that the back checker didn't have enough speed to get back and take that open player, Clark, and that's why speed will do it for you. And the defenseman did the cardinal sin, Joe. He walked outside and gave him the middle.
What a pass.
But you can't.
Nice
Your partner gets walked. You got to let your goalie play there.
Yep.
You cannot let that pass get through to the back door. And
Hockey 101.
Clark, it wasn't a one-timer. Good job catching it and releasing it quickly. And he had plenty of net to shoot at.
Yes, he did. Nice job putting 2 away tonight. That's good.
Absolutely.
You'll want to be player of the highlight every time.
No, right. No CTN curse for Andrew
exactly.
Clark tonight.
It worked.
Irondale going to get called for the cross-check and an SLPCR power play that was pretty good in the first period. Gets another chance here, up 5 early in this third.
Yeah, see if they can high-low it again. Get it to the points. Let those points take those open shots. Get it low. Get it on the net.
Gavin Fagerly called for the cross-check. SLPCR able to win the draw. Tranby pressured, but maintains control up along the blue line. Across, Clark walking in. Moves to his backhand through the crease, kicks it back to his stick, hands it off there. Lichter walking in, back up top, Clark. On the boards, Barsness. Out of the reach of Clark, and that's going to come out to center. Clark sends it across, feeling pressure from Irondale. Now gets it back from Barsness. Ahead for Herzog into the zone. Barsness sent it across, and that shot from pretty tough angle for Lichter. Another pass across the top of the zone that ended up taking him to neutral ice. Lichter had to come back and send it in deep. So he was feeling pressure. Get the puck to open ice, let his team collect and regroup. That pass off of Lichter's stick. He's able to keep it outside the blue line, and Clark was tripped up as he went to collect. Tranby pressured along the back end board.
Good forecheck.
Clark across for Lichter. He will send it down and around.
Irondale was all over it there. He's got to be tired. He's been working hard.
Forrest wins the battle, gets it back to Remore, who got it out of the zone. SLPCR able to regroup quickly. Engberg, though, had that one bounce off his stick. And Irondale able to clear. Quick movement by Lewick. Alphin leads it to Wackman. Wackman down the wing, sends it out front. Crashing with Suka. But a good stick there by Jack Townsend. Kept him from getting a shot on goal.
Yeah, Irondale real aggressive. They're doing a good job trying to keep.
Well, they got to get back into this one.
Well, and that was by far their best penalty kill of the
absolutely.
3 so far tonight.
They could not afford to give up a power play goal in that situation, already down 6-1.
Townsend sends Springborn in. His pass just out of the reach of Burkhardt out front. Wackman collects off the boards, tried to flip it ahead for Engberg, but it was intercepted and sent back to the SLPCR end.
I don't know if Irondale wants to get into a racehorse hockey game.
No.
Like, this team.
Well,
Engberg
that's not how they're built.
behind the defense, takes a hit, but gets it back to Alphin. Alphin continues behind the net, and the net's moving the other way this time. Goaltender felt like a turtle in a shell.
3 times. Yeah, that's right. How are you reading something? What does it say?
It said that they cannot get in a racehorse style game with SLPCR because that's not the way that this team from Irondale is built.
Yeah. They want more structure. They want to play a slower pace game, move the puck around, but hard to do when you don't have the puck.
No.
They've been chasing them a lot here tonight.
Well, and you have to get a shot on goal here in this period.
It helps.
Sukup, quick shot, kicked away by Cartoni. Irondale's pass to center. It's off a skate. Pitchforked in by Cam Dussault. Austin Adams off the board. Barsness collects and carries behind his own net. Able to get around one. Tripped up as he got around a second, and he slides into the zone. But SLPCR on the attack again. Kicked away. Adams spins, shoots just wide. Herzog sweeps it back towards Wolter, who crashes all the way down into the corner. Sukup there to support at the blue line, holds to Barsness. Barsness trying to find room, playing it out front. Good stick there to break up another chance out front. That was Matthew Weber, and again tying up Herzog. They figured out that SLPCR wants to feed the guy at the top of the crease. Yeah. Actively taking away sticks and bodies out front. Barsness slides it across. Sukup stops, knocked to the ice, back up, maintains control. Wolter can't keep it in. Chance for Irondale, breaking behind the defensive backhand, and Lewick makes the save.
Yeah, Irondale has really played a strong period. He's awesome.
Loose puck problems in the defensive end, but Barsness comes back, takes control, and races to the other end, and going to have a high stick penalty called against Herzog as 2 guys were battling for position in the slot.
Yeah, and that will lead to a power play for Irondale.
And they need something to click on their power play here, too. Obviously, plenty of time left in the second period, 10-14. However, yeah, just the one shot on goal and just the one goal in that first period.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shots on goal on their one power play in the first. All starts on the faceoff. It's poked around and eventually controlled by Alphin. Ahead for Engberg. Engberg trying to gain the edge. Knocked off of it by Weber. He'll play it all the way back. Lewick will leave it there for Jensen in the corner. Jensen had it knocked down by Remore just outside the blue line. Remore turns away from pressure and skates back in along the right wing. Pressured by Engberg all the way down along the end board. Flips it back. Turning for it is Forrest. Back down to Remore. Oh, sorry, Remore is now up top. Forrest walking in. Remore from the point got through and right into the middle for Lewick.
Another penalty,
And we are going to get another penalty. No, we're going to get a 5-on-3. Engberg headed for the sin bin for a high stick as well.
Yep. Well, this is the opportunity to get a goal here.
Yeah, well, you can maybe get 2 if things work out for you.
Well, you got to get 1 first, but however, you know, you're down by 5. You need something to happen good for your squad.
Yeah. Yeah. Got to keep those sticks down.
Yep.
Well, now, if you're CPCR, part of what they've done is, well, that's Jensen up front. He's the one that I think is actually probably the guilty party. And Engberg
cross checks in the back of the head.
Will have a seat. A lot of open ice for Irondale St. Anthony.
Getting that rotating triangle and rotate, play your position. Yep, deny the back door.
This time it's gonna be man in the crease.
Yep.
And it will bring the face-off outside as Noah Burkhart was the man out front.
Good thing, because Irondale was moving the puck around there.
Yeah, Logan Forrest, one of their top scorers, was walking in from that far side.
I liked how they were moving that puck. They're cycling around just on that right side. They're exchanging positions. Look like they're starting to get something going, and then a man in the crease.
Face-off win. The pass back for Springborn. Carries back into the defensive end. Remore. He gets it ahead. Into the zone comes Fagerly. He'll set up at the high left side. Walking in is Springboard. Down low and a goal for Lincoln Irondale.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to stop a team when you're on 5-3, Jerry, as you know.
Yeah, when you move the puck the way you're supposed to, you're going to score, unless the goalie's stand on his head. But that was a tough one. But he shot it quick.
He did.
Like I say, Irondale's been on it this period.
He's definitely been hustling all period long. And again, you know, just a really nice play to move the puck. And
one time?
Yeah, that's all you need.
Well, and it's 3 of your captains combining, right? You had Fagerly gaining control, getting into the zone, handing it off for Springborn. Good pass down low, and Irondale had a lot of net to shoot at.
They still have a minute left in the power play.
Irondale had it tipped away by Austin, trying to collect the bouncing puck. Fagerly able to get it back out to the point. Springborn, that shot is blocked. Lindquist able to play it back out to center. Townsend chased by Wackman. Will gain the zone, get it around Austin, get it back, centering pass off a skate right back to him. Wackman waiting, now plays it down the ice. Lindquist will give chase and pressure Springboard all the way down along the end line.
It's okay to give him one, just don't give him the second one.
Exactly.
And a steal for Lindquist. Tried to leave it off for Wackman coming in support, shorthanded. Now we'll get it back and play it for Wolter. Nice passing, Lindquist with speed. That's a big stick right there for Grady Springborn.
Yeah, able to poke it off and avoid any trouble.
Weber trying to feed out front, hit a skate, penalty is over. Stretch pass out of the reach of Sukup will become an icing. Good thought, though.
I was going to say, I like the thought. I mean, you got Sukup right there. If you can put it on his tape.
Yeah, Sukup did what he needed to do. He came across the rink, east-west, to get that pass lane opened up for him. It just didn't click.
Well, and Irondale paid no attention to the man coming out of the box.
Yep, that's something you have to make sure you talk about.
So a power play goal on their 5-on-3 has cut it back to a 4-goal advantage for SLPCR.
Yeah, not a bad percentage, Howie. They have 2 goals and 7 shots.
Yep. But you've given up 6, so that's not good.
Racing down the wing, had it poked off his stick by Harton. Harton able to get it back out to center. Jensen across for Stout. Herzog deflects it into the zone. That was stopped up. Sacrifices himself to sweep it deep. Moore trying to send it around, hit that Zamboni door. Back the other way. Moore bodied off it by Sukup. Played out front. Barsness couldn't get there. Good stick by the defender. Stout holding the line momentarily. Forced to center by Dussault. He took a big hit in doing so.
Hey, there we go. There's some poetry. Ho.
Sukup forces it to center, forces it past the defender, and then ended up taking himself in offside. And
yeah, I don't know
he
what
and
that hit
Griffin
was about, yeah.
Dussault run into one another in front of the net. Dussault over to have a word. The official says, guys, let's just keep moving.
Yeah, Sukup's getting under a few people's skin tonight, and that's what he does.
Well, that's what he does, yeah.
I was talking to the coaches about that. I said I saw him chirping a bit, and talking to the official. Is he keeping it clean? He didn't get any extra penalties for unsportsmanlike. He said the coaches said, well, a lot of times he's actually yelling at himself, but he does chirp a bit. I say I love that. I love the firiness, and I definitely was known to chirp.
Chirper,
once or twice,
no.
and certainly
I can't believe that.
Troublemaker.
I'm still known to yell at myself for playing below my believed abilities.
Your believed ability. Now we're talking. Okay.
But I'll tell you what, my believed abilities have significantly diminished in my later years.
Welcome to older age. Keep putting that puck down to Irondale. St. Anthony end, just get out of the period. 6-2 wouldn't be a bad way to go. Just trade goals.
Oh, yeah, well, that would be, exactly. But if you're
Still
Irondale, St. Anthony, you don't want to give up another one here before the end of the period, for sure.
It'd be huge for SLPCR
Oh,
to put
absolutely
another one
would
on
be.
the board.
Absolutely.
It came out, it looked like they were just going to dominate another period, and then a couple of penalties to really cut into that.
Yeah.
And I just want to reestablish their control and their rhythm, and risky play there, but Bushy able to sweep it down deep.
Yeah, Clark was back helping back him up. That was good.
Play to the line and out. Tranby across. Bush one touch ahead. Lichter tips it in. Remore flips it up and out. Tranby sends it back in. Rylan Remore behind his own net, pressured by Clark. Clark able to get the steal. Centers. Sticks would take it away. Bushy leads it off for Clark. Cross ice, Tranby down low. Lichter back to Tranby. Tranby across. Dylan Bushy will send it through the traffic. Pad save by Cartoni. Irondale able to gain control, play it off the glass all the way down, and that is icing.
Just clear the puck down ice. They wanted to change anyway, get some fresh skaters out there.
Yeah, they need to. Because the forecheck is working for the team in white.
Yep, for sure.
Just a tick under 5 minutes remaining here in the second period. Teams have traded goals in the middle frame after 5 goals in a span of just over 5 minutes for SLPCR in the first. Irondale scored one late to get off the schneid, but SLPCR comfortably in control most of the night. This one bounces back the other way. Icing waved off. It's sent around by Harton. Pass skips off the stick of Dussault. Tranby able to keep it away from him, but here's an opportunity right down the slot, and firing wide was Charlie Schroeder. Centering attempt, gets through the slot. Tranby across. Alford ahead for Austin Adams, leading the rush, and he just runs right through Jack Townsend. Centering pass out of the reach of Lindquist, poked in deep by Wolter. Alford sweeps it along. Wackman back up top. Lindquist back to Wackman, back to Wolter on the blue line. Cross for Austin Adams. Adams looking for a tip out front. Stick saved by Cartoni, and this one just set the distance by an exhausted Irondale St. Anthony defender.
Yep, they are. No doubt about that. I mean, SLPCR is doing a really good job of keeping the puck down in that end for the most of this period.
Yeah, the forecheck has been the key to the game for them, because when they get the puck in down low and start working, they are making a lot of problems happen down in that end, and Irondale just can't handle it. So they've iced it many times.
Face-off win for SLPCR, but it kind of spun there. Stout stepped up too late. Irondale racing to the other end. Logan Forrest taken into the boards by Jensen. Wraparound attempt. Alphen had a stick there to help Lewick. Lindquist plays it up the boards, kept in at the blue line. Centering pass broken up by Stout. He gives chase on Irondale in the corner. Reverses. Forrest behind, trying to center. That's taken away by Wackman. Wackman getting on his horse, getting to center. 3-on-2 at the blue line, and it's another one where an SLPCR guy leading the rush has just lost the handle, crossing the blue line and taking himself in offside.
Elfin's going to go in the box. Yep, you're going to get a penalty for shooting the puck after the whistle.
And that's an unfortunate penalty.
Well, in the college and or the pros, you're going to be laying on the ice with 4 guys pummeling you for that one.
Pounding you.
So you got to be careful with that.
Yep.
I didn't see the signal. They call it unsportsmanlike.
That's 2 minutes. So yeah.
Regardless of what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're not all of a sudden you're shorthanded again.
Face-off win, and Bushy sends it 200 feet. Caden Suka pressuring Remore. He gets there first. Remore will pin him to the board. Support comes from Harton. Harton ahead for Calvin Irondale. Pressured by Tranby, gives up the puck, clearing attempt right back into the scrum. Poked at, comes free, sent to the line. Rylan Remore collects, slows it down. Pass gets away from Forrest. Pressure from Tranby, gets it outside the blue line. A couple SLPCR guys running into each other, trying to pressure that puck together.
Good
Victor all the way down, making it hard on Harton. Coughs up the puck. Tranby will lead it back the other way, trying to walk Remore. Remore stays with him and now races the other way. And that's how you do it.
Yep.
I love that. Tranby was doing great back pressure. But since he's the defender, you had Lichter back there at the blue line. A defender sees that happening, and and Remore is history at the blue line. Because the numbers are there. You just have to step up. Lichter, of course, being a winger, not used to looking for that gap. Bushy trying to send Lindquist, as again they deny entry. This one sent the length, and Lindquist is 15 feet behind any of the Irondale guys. Mackman pressuring. Fagerly recovers back to Remore. Sorry, Springborn. Springborn will send it in. Too much for Lewick. Collected off the board by Fagerly. Springborn trying to give it back to him. Irondale back to Springborn from the point. Save is made by Lewick. The penalty is over. We'll call that one shot on goal right there at the end for the power play, although I think it had technically expired. An opportunity for Fagerly off the post. I think Lewick got a piece of it as well. But
I did too.
A turnover right in the slot, and eyes the size of saucers for Gavin Fagerly. He saw Lewick giving some love to his iron.
Yep. Good job killing the penalty off, but Irondale just kept at it and almost got one.
Again, I mean, they're in a situation where they need goals.
I don't know. Maybe Lewick didn't get a piece of it.
Let's see it again.
That might have been pretty
he did,
clean.
But
hard to tell from that angle.
Right across the goal.
Off the face-off, it trickles in on Lewick. He covers it up. We'll do it again.
Yeah, Irondale with under a minute left, trying to get that goal at the end of the period, which is always an interesting thing when they get one. They get the momentum for the third. So SLPCR just has to finish the period off.
False start. We'll try again. Jensen. And now Suka able to clear, and that's going to be icing. Yeah, it is. But the Irondale defender trying to keep the puck in the zone turned, and there was an official.
Yeah.
And he just kind of looked at the ref like, how am I going to keep it in if you're in my way?
Exactly. Well, at least they just kind of let it be ice.
Face-off win. SLPCR off the glass and out. Herzog couldn't control. Herzog pressuring. Barsness there as well. Pokes at it. Spinning with it is Irondale, or Springborn rather. Plays it up the boards. Irondale couldn't control. His shot deflected up and out of place. 17.7 seconds left in the period.
Yeah, that's all right. Good job in the forecheck. Keep it down there. Switch the forward line here for the last 17 seconds. See if they can win the draw and get an opportunity.
Face-off win, but fanned on by Engberg. Jensen will just chip it back in deep. Clark tried to center, sent back to him by Lichter. Down low, Clark trying to center. It's taken away by Irondale. He's able to get it out to center and get us to the buzzer. And
yeah, it was a good period of hockey overall. 1-1 tie on the scoreboard, but that's just what the SLPCR team needed. Just kind of hold their lead, just kind of make sure they don't give up too many opportunities. And they only give up 10 shots.
Well, and I was going to say it didn't get any worse for Irondale in that period, but it didn't get any better down on the bench with head coach Jerry Hayes is Howie Shapiro.
Thanks, Joe. Coach, a couple of tough periods for you guys. I thought that second period a little bit better. You got a little more shot production. Unfortunately, you're down by 4. Talk about your impressions for those first 2 periods.
Well, you know, we didn't show up. I mean, and credit to those guys who did. I mean, we knew their forwards had some skill, and we just did not handle their speed at all in the first period. You know, it looked like a varsity versus a Bantam B2 team, and that's offending the Bantam B2 teams. We just didn't show up. Player D got walked. Their forwards were non-competitive in neutral zone. It just wasn't a good showing. I was hoping we'd play a little better than this.
Down by 4. What's your message to the guys going into the third?
Well, you know, it's been about us, and it's got to continue to be about us, and this is going to be about us, and see how we play. We got to put some things together. We got to figure some things out with some line combinations and figure out if we can be a better hockey team than we showed the first 2 periods.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the third. We're going to break it the second period down right after this.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handicaps and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So Sports Nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And Sports Nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
back at the Crick, and two Section 5 AA foe battling for position with the brackets coming out just a couple of weeks. 8 games, 7 now remaining in the regular season. And what a start for SLPCR. And weren't able to run away with it in the second period, but maintain.
They maintain it. And they've held Irondale St. Anthony to 10 shots, even though they had 7 in that second period, so a little better for them, but they're doing a good job defensively.
Yeah, and you know, Coach Hayes didn't pull any punches, obviously, in determining how his squad has played through too.
No, that's a Paul Maurice-like interview. I enjoyed it immensely. And a good period of hockey. Andrew Clark netting his second goal of the night on a great feed from Jackson Engberg, and the big guns really coming out and all combining for SLPCR tonight, racking up the points. A 5-on-3 power play goal on the other side to keep that, get them back to a 4-goal spread. But a lot of work for for Irondale St. Anthony looking into the third period, and for SLPCR just maintain.
Yeah, I think so. You look at 26 to 10, and you know, when I talked to Coach Hayes, I said, well, you had 7 shots in that period, better than the first. You know, he kind of gave me a wry smile a little bit, like, you know, it really doesn't matter because we're not playing very well, and so I think coming back for them, they just got to try and chip away at things. But I think, you know, like we talked about, guys, when they came out in the second, SLPCR, well, I'm sure continue to be aggressive in the third period because they're not going to sit on their laurels even though they're up by 4.
Yeah, and you know, for Irondale, St. Anthony, Lincoln Irondale had a nice period.
Yes,
number 9. He got the goal. He also was all over the place, working hard. He's trying to get his team fired up, get everybody else to step up to that level, and let's see if they can do that this third.
But for SLPCR, pretty frustrating last couple of weeks. 4 straight losses, a heartbreaker last Tuesday against a team they really felt they should beat, and one that definitely got away from them. When I spoke to Coach Gagnon and the rest of his coaches before, I said, you know, how are the guys reacting to letting one get away? And he said, you know, we've had so many this year that we feel like they've gotten away from us that we should have had. So,
Spring Lake Park or St. Louis Park was one.
Yep. St. Michael Albertville.
Yeah, that was one.
That also an overtime loss here on their home ice.
Yep. Well, they just have to keep things going here, finish this game off, and then keep it going.
Well, and their remaining schedule is a good mix of powerhouse teams that they are so used to facing in their conference and section, and also some beatable teams. So a chance to get some confidence and some momentum before the playoffs as well. Lindquist kicks it in. Remore let it get away from him. Alfred ties him up in the corner. Lindquist digs it free for SLPCR out to Austin Adams. The cross, Wolter will send it back down and around. Remore without his stick will try and play soccer. Kicks it back the other way. Wackman goes down behind the net with Deschanel. Battle continues. Remore trying to be physical without the stick. Walter sends it back down and around again. Lindquist spins away from pressure. Looking to center. Wackman couldn't quite get there. Able to recollect. Centers a lot of sticks out front. In the slot, they're able to clear all the way down. The net has come off again.
Yeah, that second period, Howie, the SLPCR team only had 3 quality shots. So Irondale did shut them down pretty well. And
not like they did in the first period with 12.
Yeah, and good defense by the white team. 1 quality shot for Irondale.
Of course, that was not a 5-on-3.
Yeah,
5-on-3.
It does make things easier.
Sure does.
Jensen just chips this one back in. Turning with it is Weber. Cross ice. Flipped ahead and down by Burkhart. Should have been icing. Short of the red line, my opinion, but Lichter back the other way. Sends it in deep. Held up there by Harton. Jensen, deep pinch, sends it down. Engberg Can't keep it. Harton flips it ahead. Lichter cuts it off. Harton trying to get back to it. His shot just wide for Andrew Clark. Clark recovers out of the reach of Stout, and they'll send it back in deep. SLPCR getting the line change as Harton skates out of his own end down the right wing. Deep into the corner. He'll carry behind, swings it through the blue paint and all the way back out to neutral ice. Lewick gets it to Jensen, skips off his stick. He takes a check, pushes it forward. Herzog sweeps it along, stopping it up is Moore. He's tied up there by Barsness. Comes free, hacked at by Dussault, back out to center. Herzog will turn it around and send it back into the Irondale end. Schroeder at center. Sends it in. Jensen will reverse up the far boards. Herzog at his pass, skip over the stick of Barsness. Sent back out to center by Jensen. Jensen again, forcing it forward. Turned around once more by Cam Dussault. Bushy fanned on it, but it gets through to Jensen. Jensen can't get it out of the zone, but we end up with a frustration penalty behind the play for Charlie Schroeder. And they're going to put SLPCR back on the power play.
Yeah, he's not. He was not happy as he goes to the box on that one. Schroeder now again the SLPCR squad with a chance to be on the power play. Had one in the first period.
No, they were, kind of hanging in there, getting the pace of the game going a little better. But yeah, now they're going to kill a penalty.
Glove down at the blue line by Alphen. Herzog gets it to Wackman, a chance and a glove save for Grady Cartoni.
Yeah, good job by Cartoni. He went out and met the shot, saw the pass go across, got in position, and made the save on a good shot.
Yep, very much so.
And again, good movement around the horn and back across the seam. Sukup trying to go straight to the net off the face-off win. Wackman slides it back in deep, then fired back to the blue line. Alphen to Wackman, back to Alphen, and now across for Lindquist. Alphen in the middle. Wackman walking in, looking back door. It got past Lindquist. Alphen couldn't collect. Wackman hustling back, will be there to defend. A shot gloved down by Lewick. Getting to it again is Logan Forrest. Out front, fanned on by Irondale.
That's a tough one to fan on. He had a good look at the goal, too.
I'll tell you what, Irondale is very aggressive on their penalty kill.
Wackman fans on the pass attempt, able to push it across to Lindquist. Lindquist gains the corner, looking out front, kept away from Herzog, or from Sukup rather. Lindquist passing the skates of Wackman, tried to center, kicked away. Lindquist recovers, spins to the backhand. His shot blocked. Alphen recovers, plays it across. Jackson Engberg. Wackman trying to go across the top for Alphen, nearly picked off, but Alphen collects. Wackman trying to drag into the middle, taken away and sent the distance by Forrest.
Yeah, nice job clearing it out of there.
Lewick, long pass to Wackman at the blue line. Sukup dangling out front, and he's sent to the ice, straight through the netminder and the net all the way to the backboard.
Yeah, well, that's good effort. Crashing down the middle, trying to get that shot off.
Yeah, I thought he had a little bit of an opening, but then he got the contact.
Yeah, there you go. He gets a nice push from behind, and Irondale on it again. And just was not able to catch an edge and make a stop, and just kind of went barreling in. And no harm, no foul. Just a little action down there for the goaltender.
And they bring the face-off to center. If you're not up 6-2, you may question that, because he was certainly helped into the net.
Here we go.
But not the best power play of the night for SLPCR.
Well, The good thing is they didn't give up a shorthanded goal. They maintained puck possession, so it's good.
Well, and Irondale, St. Anthony did what they needed to do is they killed that power play off.
Yeah.
Icing waved off. Good pressure from Herzog. Clark takes a hit, gets it down low to Barsness. Lichter sends it down and around. Herzog trying to center. Tranby holds at the line. Remore behind his net, pressured by Clark, pulls a tire. Clark recovers the puck. He's pressured there by Fagerly. Remore gets control, saucers it all the way down. Lewick is getting a lot of puck play tonight.
Yep.
Long pass right on the tape for Tranby. Leaves it for Barsness across. That's deflected. Broken up by the stick of Cam Dussault. Dussault down the left wing. Left it off. A little early for Marshall, and it was tipped away from him. They forced the play down low, and Dussault a chance right on the doorstep. Here's Wackman behind the defense. Breakaway the other way. He scores! Teddy Wackman gets his second of the night. And it's back to a 5-goal lead.
Yeah, and again, what a nice pass to set up Wackman on the breakaway. And Teddy did a really nice job of controlling the puck and then beating the goaltender.
Yeah, that was a very nice pass. Found the seam, able to get it on the stick. See it coming here. Wackman coming in. He waits. Goalie made the first move. He went down, opened things up.
Not the Selly he was.
Oh, that's a new one.
But,
that's called the dance from the wall fall down.
Is that what they call it? Is that the kids call it now?
I guess that's going to be it.
Drew Deschanel knocks it down in his zone, gets it turned around for Irondale St. Anthony. They dump it deep. Waiting is Adams, plays it up the board for Alphin. Alphin had it knocked off his stick. That did get outside, so they have to tag up Calvin Irondale. And it tipped it off the stick right after the blue line.
Scoring number 21, Gabriel Lichter, assisted by number 18, Drew Lewis.
Well, they gave the goal to Lichter. That's 100% incorrect.
Yeah.
Wackman. And his shot stopped. Apparently, the Hub had Toby Tranby with the goal in the second period.
I don't know how that translates.
The ref's eyes, you know, there could be jokes about refs and vision, I'm sure, but I would never make such commentary. Thank you, Mr. Referee, for being here. We can't play the game without you. Springborn sprung down the wing, but Adams able to reach out and pick his pocket. Centering attempt taken away by Lindquist. His pass knocked away. Wolter gets it back to Lindquist, had it in his skates. Long pass. Clark coming back for it. Well defended by Weber. Clark stops up. Shakes Fagerly. Gets into the zone. Can't get past Weber again. Good stick by the Irondale defender. He just leaves it on the boards. Engberg pressuring. He was tied up. Comes free for Lincoln Irdahl. Lincoln Irdahl back the other way. Irdahl around, tried to center, was looking for Noah Burkhardt out front. Another centering attempt, a chance, and a big sliding save for Brock Lewick. Here's Engberg with speed, one man to beat. He's behind the defense, and he is denied point blank an opportunity for the hat trick.
Yeah, Jackson just couldn't quite hold on to that puck. He was cobbling a little bit, but his speed, he doesn't have a problem.
Yeah, he has a lot of speed. There's no doubt about that. And he was troubled a little bit, but just couldn't get the shot off that he wanted.
Just a little off there. Okay, well, goalie made a good save.
Yes,
came across.
absolutely.
Well, I got to give Irondale St. Anthony credit. They're still playing hard.
They are.
Just the first period is what got him.
Tranby, deep pinch, takes it away, looks out front, and the goal for Brody Herzog will put us into running time midway through the third period.
Again, just a nice feed to him, and you know, you get the goalie out of position and then just a little tap into the net.
Well, just what they've been doing all day, putting that puck on net, and there's nobody there but the jersey white player who was able to put it in.
Yeah, and again, the goalie was just sliding across the goal mouth, and then Herzog's right there just to get the backhand and poke it home.
Yeah.
But it was just a great deep pinch from Tranby to start it. Good feed out front. And all Herzog had to do was poke it home. Bushy circling back towards the boards. Trying to send it out front. That was denied. Barsness trying to hold his own but cannot. Tranby will track it down. Back in the end. Icing waved off. Pressure behind the net from Ethan Dittbender. Played off the boards and back out. Rylan Remore back into his own zone. He fanned on it. Pressured now by Herzog. And those two go hard into the boards. And Herzog is a little bit shaken up in the corner. Went in awkwardly.
Yeah, hopefully he's not hurt. That's one of those where you can get hurt.
Yeah, easily.
And both players were going for the puck, so it wasn't an intentional hit. They just got tangled up, and probably just knocked the wind out of him a little bit.
Yeah,
That's good.
he seems to be okay. And
sometimes your stick will go out into your gut.
Yep.
When you run to that board, and that does not feel very good.
I have that happen to me with corn dogs a lot.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that stick, it gets
the
out of
stick
control.
right in
Gets out of
there?
control. Goes into my gut. It's like, oh man.
You're supposed to. You're not supposed
Got
to eat
mustard
that
all over
too.
my shirt. Yeah, it's not good. It's not a good look for
No,
me.
we're going to see a penalty though.
You better lay off.
just
I think you better lay off those for a while.
I think it's a good idea. No, they're not. They didn't call
no,
penalties.
just they opened both doors to get Sukup back to the trainer. Pressure and a takeaway for Levi McCullough. Kish trying to walk out front, had it knocked off his stick. Boston Green a takeaway to Kish in his skates. Kick free for Ethan Dittbender. Walter gets it turned around again. McCullough into the zone. Tipped off his stick as he enters. Remore able to get him stopped up. Adams a shot through traffic, through the netminder, and then Cartoni able to dive on it as that one trickled through him.
Yeah.
It would have been going wide, but with the way things have been bouncing in SLPCR's favor, it could have been another right there.
Yeah, well,
easily.
Yeah, good to see those other guys get out there and get a shift, and right away they put some pressure on.
Townsend deep in the corner. Taken away by Austin Adams. Kish lost an edge in the corner. Townsend recovers. Green can't poke it out to center. Shot from the point, turned away by Lewick. Adams back behind his own net. Will skate with it. When you're down 8-2, you can get away with a lot of stick work.
Yeah, you can.
Because Adams made a good move and got spun around by a stick. Not going to get the call. Jensen gets it to Wackman. Wackman bumped there by Springborn, playing without a stick. Jensen lost the handle up top. Fortunately, again, playing against a guy without a stick, and then a fan by Wackman. Back the other way, Calvin Erdahl, his shot deflected and wide. Calvin Erdahl, just a sophomore, came into the team 17 points to lead the team all the way down. A chance for Lindquist. He's tripped up at the crease, ends up flying in behind the net. Cartoni made the save.
Yeah, he did.
And I don't know if we're going to see a penalty here or not. I don't think so. I don't think so. It's just a good, strong play.
Yeah.
And goalie staying strong on his stick. I thought maybe the defender had gotten the stick in, but it was Cartoni's stick. Chance for Engberg off the faceoff. Whacked at, poked at. Lincoln Erdahl able to get it across and out to center. Burkhart sends it in deep. Bushy stops up. 4 minutes to go in the third period. Clark to Engberg. Engberg with speed lost the puck in the skates of Weber. This one poked away by Bushy, back out to center. Clark to Lichter. Knocked off his stick across. Bushy trying to collect off the boards. He's pinched there by Harton. Clark turns and shoots. Cartoni makes the save. Lichter recovers out to Tranby. Back to Lichter. He's tied up by Weber and played off. Great hand-eye coordination
Really
by
good.
Tranby. No way in the world was that high sticking. No. Not even close to high sticking.
No, that was not.
That was a horrible call.
Yeah, that was not a good call.
That was waist to chest high. That was fantastic.
That was a
play
nice
with the
defense.
stick at the blue line, and there we kind of picked it up a little bit late there, but yeah. It was definitely below the shoulders.
Yeah. Unless he's 8 feet tall, then he's above the crossbar.
Again, well,
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
and again, those questionable calls that are close are always going to go in the favor of the team that's down 6.
Yeah.
Centering pass taken away and swept into the corner by SLPCR. Adams pinched hard to the board, comes out to Remore. Lewick makes the save, rebound loose, swept to the boards. Barsness flips it to line, but not out. Glove down there by Moore. Shot deflected, ends up wide. Good battle there on the side of the net. Wolter keeping the Irondale attacker off the puck. Played back in deep. Austin Adams will play it off the boards. Remore can't keep it. Barsness using speed behind the defense. Knocked off his stick at the last second. He's taken hard into the back boards and then
gonna be a slash.
Breaks his stick across the opponent's shin pads. That's gonna get you a call.
Yeah, those are things you gotta just keep your cool because the playoffs are coming. Those are the penalties you don't want to be taking down there.
Well, you'll take it with an 8-2 lead. You don't want to take them at all, but when you consider you have an 8-2 lead, at least you'll take them at this situation.
Yeah. But I'm not sure what I didn't see SLPCR get control, but they must have.
Yeah.
Leading to the whistle.
Yeah, the refs really don't. At this point, they want the game to kind of end because of an 8-2 score. That's where things can sometimes get a little out of hand with some hard checks.
Yeah, it's hard to argue that when your stick's in 2 pieces.
Yeah, that would be definitely definition of a slash.
And that's the one where mom and dad go, oh, come on.
Just going to say that.
Can't you just punch him?
Yeah. Another
don't break the
$300 stick.
Shot for the point, kicked away by Lewick, under a minute to go. Another big kick saved by Lewick. That one headed for the far post. Scramble and a shot up over the net by Remore. The referee definitely saw the slash from Ryland Remore, but let it go because, again, down 8-2. Good block and good hustle to jump on it by Boston Green. Send it to the other end. Circling away from the pressure is Townsend. Back ahead, skips off the stick of Didbenner. And SLPCR able to fire it all the way back down. Final 20 seconds of this contest. SLPCR will improve to 8-11 on the year. This is one they really had to have against a section opponent towards the bottom of those brackets or those standings. And not trying to end a 4-game losing streak.
Yeah,
and they have done so in impressive fashion.
They did, guys, and I think Coach Gaggin's got to be pretty pleased with the effort from his guys, especially after that tough loss to New Prague on Tuesday night. And they dominated those 5 goals in the first period. Obviously, really, Irondale, St. Anthony not in it.
Yeah, the first period is a key to a lot of games. You can come out strong and keep your feet moving in the rest of the game, which they did. And I thought defensively, you look at 16 shots only given up. That's a key to success.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, and we also talked about their sluggish start on Tuesday that really cost them if they're out up on their toes taking the action to their opponent on Tuesday, maybe a different outcome.
Yep.
They came out fast right off the bat.
They did.
And then they got hot in the middle of that period, scored 5 goals in just over 5 minutes. And the rest, as they say, is history.
Yeah, a fun game for them, a good win for them. And, Coach Gaggin said that their goal for the end of the season is to try and get over 500. And this is a win towards that.
Well, that's the first step.
Yep.
One step in the right direction. We'll see the boys again in a couple of weeks. Next week we have some basketball and some swimming. Basketball against Spring Lake Park on Tuesday. Swimming against Elk River on Thursday. We see the girls hockey team against Mounds View Irondale on Saturday.
Last game of the season, regular season.
Last game of the regular season on Saturday, the 1st. And that's a section opponent for the girls team as well. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score from the Crick: SLPCR 8, Irondale St. Anthony 2. We want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. To the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro and Jerry Grant, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.